Blue, them pink. Got a couple dubs. But this 150 ball.
Hey, what's up? This your boy Big Man. You already know what it is, man. So let's get right to it. Okay, so let's talk about this Foogiano situation. Now, you guys might not remember, but I did a story about Foogiano back in December, man. And I want to say it was like even on Christmas Eve or something like that. And Foogiano basically had been accused of being on the run. You know what I mean? The story went in detail and it talked about the fact that he was on an ankle monitor due to his, the conditions of his arrest. And his ankle monitor was found burned off on like the side of the road or in a ditch. You can go back to that old video and check it out. But I've been waiting for this to happen, and not like I'm promoting Foogiano getting locked up or anything like that, but I've been patiently waiting to see what goes on with this situation, because after you heard that report, Foogiano's been out here in plain sight. I mean, it's not like he's been hiding. He's been active on social media almost every day, and it didn't seem like much came from it. So I thought either one, he handled it with his lawyers and attorneys and whatnot, and it's a non-issue, or two, man, Foogiano is really out here on the run and don't give a care. Well, we found out today, man, that Foogiano really was on the run, man, because he recently got arrested. Now, before we get into the specifics, do me a favor. Make sure you hit that like button, make sure you hit that subscribe button, and man, let's get it. Okay, now that we got that out of the way, let's talk about Foogiano just a little bit, man. Now, this is a messed up situation, because it seems like ever since Foogiano got on last year, he got signed by Gucci, man. He was a part of the new 1017 with Pooh Shiesty. It seemed like dude has been in a lot of trouble, man. And I hate to say it like that, but man, it seems like trouble has followed Foogiano from the day he got signed. You had this situation out in South Carolina where there was a club shooting, and man, the club got shot up. Foogiano's name was being thrown around in that. And then you had a situation back in December where he got arrested or whatnot. But it seems like all this is catching up to the Greensboro, Georgia artist. And basically, man, he got arrested while being in Memphis on a fugitive warrant, I believe. I mean, it's one of those warrants where, yo, man, you pretty much were on the run and we caught you. And I always thought about this, like, man, is Foogiano good? Like, are they gonna catch him up? Because it seems like whatever his issue was legally, it's over, because he was all over the place, man. I think dude was still booking shows and everything. I mean, if you really wanted to get him, you show up to the concert, you know what I mean? But man, there's a couple of different stories that are out there, because he's got different cases going on in different parts of Georgia, and he's got stuff going on, man, in South Carolina. So, man, let's go through all of this. So, according to a story that was posted by Double XL, the magazine, an online magazine, I guess it is now, they broke it down like this. It said a couple things. In this situation, I'm actually impressed, because it looks like they've done a little bit of the legwork, man. They've got his actual mugshot and everything posted here, which lists his real name, Kwame Brown. And you can look at the charges here. Now, according to the story that they posted, he was picked up in Memphis. Now, they're speculating that the fact that he was in Memphis was probably for Pooh Shiesty's brother's funeral, because of, what went down with Pooh Shiesty's brother passing away. And that's why they picked him up there on a fugitive warrant. You know what I mean? On a fugitive. It says charged with being a fugitive from justice without a warrant. Interesting. So, if you look at the charges, man, it's all stemming from back in December of 2020 when he got pulled over. Now, Foogiano was already on probation from a prior arrest conviction or whatever, a felony conviction for basically breaking and entering and a possession of a firearm, it says here allegedly, right? Now, he's had warrants in Greene County, and he got picked up there, and that's where you get the story about what happened with the ankle monitor. Now, all this stems from him being pulled over back in December of 2020 for being arrested in Barrow County for having a weapon on him. Now, he was in a car, I guess it was like a Chrysler 300, and somebody else was the actual driver. And when they did a search on the car because they said they smelled something, they basically found a weapon, and the weapon got put on Foogiano. I don't know how that works out. In this story, they're actually saying that Foogiano told the arresting officers that he needs a weapon by him because he's a rapper, and rappers are out here getting shot. And I know that sounds like an excuse, but man, if there was never a time to use that excuse, it's now. Because that's all facts. That's facts. So right now he's being held in Memphis, and I guess they're waiting to escort him all the way back to Georgia. Now, this is crazy because, like I said before, Foogiano got a whole nother situation going on in South Carolina. Now, they're still debating on if they're going to bring any real charges towards Foogiano or not, man. Now, if you guys forgot about the situation that went down in South Carolina, let me play you this short clip about what went down and, the aftermath.
12 people are hurt following a mass shooting at a nightclub in Greenville. Police responded to reports of active gunfire from inside the building around 2 o'clock this morning. Right now, it's unclear if anyone is in custody in relation to the shooting. We're working to learn the conditions of the...
Now, that you heard what went down in South Carolina, I'm not sure if he's even going to be brought on charges on that. It's just one of those things that seems to be lingering in the background. But Foogiano is definitely, man, catching too much attention of the long arm of the law lately, man. Now, with this situation going on, it's actually weird because, he had an ankle monitor assigned, right? They found an ankle monitor just a few weeks after it was assigned to him, burned and found on the side of the road. You can look at my first video about that situation. I go into detail about that. But it seems like there's other stipulations of him being on an ankle monitor is he had to remain in the state of Georgia. Now, that seems pretty simple to do, man, especially when you're already on probation and you got picked up while on probation and released on $50,000 bond. But, man, it seemed like Foogiano, man, the streets was calling him or something, or maybe it was money, shows or something. But it seemed like, man, he could not stay up out them streets, or he couldn't prevent himself from leaving the state. So, man, he was definitely out here wild, man. I hate to say it, man, but it seems like Foogiano was out here tripping, to be honest, man. And he's dropped videos since he allegedly got rid of the leg monitor. They're saying he did it. I don't know if he did it for real, but he's dropped videos since then where he was online flexing money and stuff like that.
150 ball. Blue. Them pink. I got a couple dubs. But this 150 ball.
With this current situation with Foogiano, I'm not sure how this is going to play out, man. He's probably going to have to lean on his label owner or somebody over at Atlantic or whatever his record label, his big parent company for, just to get some assistance through this, because I'm sure they're even baffled because, according to everything in this report and according to everything from the last case that he had, it seemed like Foogiano was out here moving reckless as I don't know what, man, just super reckless, man. And it seems like he has too much on the line to be doing that, man. They got a good situation going on over there at 1017. There's a lot of light on Pooh Shiesty. Man, people are waiting to hear what else comes out of that camp. And he hate to be locked up while they get all of their national attention and recognition. Now, with that, this has been your boy Big. Hold up. What do you guys think, man? Do you think that Foogiano was out here moving recklessly? Do you think that he really burned off the ankle monitor and threw it in the side of the road and said he ain't got to worry about none of that? Or do you feel like maybe some of this story is convoluted and dude just had some things that he had to do and there was just ways that he couldn't go about doing it? Now, with that, this has been your boy Big Man. Please hit that like button. Please hit that subscribe button. And make sure you hit that notification bell so that way you get a notification every time I drop this hot content. And we out of here. Peace.